Number 8, we are given a question from SATS, and it says express root 3 minus 2 over 2 root of 3 plus 3 in form of p plus q root 3. So this is from division of SATS, and the solution to it would be, we are given root 3 minus 2 all over 2 root of 3 plus 3 equals to, the first step is to rationalize it. This is, we shall rationalize it. That is a process called rationalization. And here what we do, we simply want to remove the square root sign from the denominator. The square root sign is what we call the SAT. This root sign is actually the SAT. So for us to remove the square root sign from the denominator, we need to rationalize it. And how we rationalize it is, we get the conjugate of the denominator. We get the conjugate of the denominator. So from here, I'm going to say conjugate. Conjugate is only got for the denominator. Do not even look at the numerator. So the conjugate of the denominator is obtained by changing. We change the sign which is in between these two numbers. That means our conjugate becomes 2 root of 3 minus 3. This is our conjugate. So after getting the conjugate, then you multiply the numerator and the denominator both by the conjugate of the denominator. This is the numerator. I believe you know that by now. This one is the numerator, and then the number down is the denominator. Please, you know that. So after getting the conjugate, then you copy your question, that is root of 3 minus 2 over 2 root 3 plus 3. You just say equals to, then you show your multiplication. So we shall say this is our numerator, and then I multiply it by the conjugate of the denominator, that is 2 root of 3 minus 3 all over, I get the denominator which is 2 root 3 plus 3 time is the same conjugate of the denominator which is 2 root of 3 minus 3. And then from here we go into multiplication. I believe you have a background knowledge, and in case you don't, please visit our list of videos in Senior 2 Mathematics. We have solved that one clearly there. So from here, you multiply. I may not show all the steps, but you will understand. We shall say on the numerator, we shall get root 3 times 2 root 3. So root 3 times 2 root 3, it gives us 2 root of 9. There are a lot of rules, and they are simple ones that you will understand from Senior 2 Mathematics after visiting there and making good notes. And then again root 3 times negative 3, it gives us negative 3 root 3. Remember, every term in the first bracket multiplies each of the terms in the second bracket. So root 3 has done that. Then we come to negative 2. Negative 2 times 2 root 3, it gives us negative 4 root of 3. Negative 2 times negative 3, it gives us positive 6. So we have simplified the numerator. We have operated the brackets all over. Then we come to the denominator. this is basically a difference of two squares, but it's not easy to see, so let's just keep on multiplying it. 2 root 3 times 2 root 3, we get 4 root 9. 2 root 3 times negative 3, we get negative 6 root of 3. And then 3 times 2 root 3, we get positive 6 root of 3. 3 times negative 3, it gives us a negative 9. We have again operated the denominator. Now let's simplify. What is root of 9? That is 3. 3 times 2, it gives us 6. Right? Here we get 6. Because root of 9 is 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus 6, they are like terms. It gives us 12. And then here we have negative 3 root 3 minus 4 root 3. Operating that gives us negative 7 root of 3. Because it is negative 3, negative 4, and they have a common side. So that is the simplification of the numerator over denominator. This and this are cancelling because this is negative 6 root 3 and positive 6 root 3. So these are going to cancel out. And then here we shall have 4 times root of 9. Root of 9 is 3. 3 times 4. So here we shall have 12. This and this have cancelled. So we shall say 12 minus 9. And then on further simplifying that, we shall get the numerator is already simplified. Keep it the way it is, over 12 minus 9 is 3. And then remember we were asked, this is the answer, but remember we were asked to write it in a certain form, in a form of p plus q root 3. So we are seeing root 3 already here, so we are almost there, that we write in the form of p plus q root of 3. So simply we need to distribute the denominator. This is the same as 12 out of 3 minus 7 out of 3, and this 7 has root 3 attached to it. And then we simplify where possible. 12 divided by 3, get 4, minus 7 out of 3, and then there's a root 3 attached to it. Whether you write it up or on, or if it is between 7 and 3, it is the same thing. So we have distributed the denominator to look in this form. So our expression now is, it is now in the form of p plus q root of 3. And if we compare, on comparing, because in some question papers they say and hence deduce for p. If we compare, this p here corresponds to 4. So we can just say p is 4. And then q is a number before root of 3. And a number before root of 3 here is, it is 7 out of 3. But remember, a sign before a number is the sign of that number. That means our q here is negative 7 out of 3. So this is the answer. This was basically the answer required. And on comparing, this is p and this is q to this number 8 of the Giant Examination Board mock of 2024. Yeah. A quick reminder, share these materials with your friends and colleagues such that they benefit from the work of Vision Plus. Thank you.